Aston Martin is a famous name in the world of luxury and high-performance cars, and it has always shown that it is the best at designing cars. From the moment you lay eyes on an Aston Martin, you are captivated by its striking presence and unparalleled beauty. It's no doubt that they are always trying to push the limits of automobile art. So here in this video, we will look at the 10 Aston Martin supercars that will prove why Aston Martin is truly a master of designs. Before we get into the video, make sure to subscribe to our channel now. Also, press the bell icon for regular updates. Welcome to Luxury Elegance. Let's get started. Number 10. Aston Martin V12 Vanquish. The V12 Vanquish is one of the best-looking Aston Martins of the modern age, and maybe even of all time. It was designed by Ian Callum. When the beautiful V12 Vanquish came out in 2001, it became the company's new top car. The power came from the famous Aston Martin 5.9-liter V12 engine, which made between 460 and 520 horsepower. A pretty bad automatic gearbox sent this power to the back wheels. The Vanquish could go 190 miles per hour, while the Vanquish S could go 200 miles per hour. The Vanquish could take parts from the parts bin. Even James Bond drove one. Number 9. Aston Martin DB9. When it comes to real Aston Martin Grand Tourers, an original DB9 is hard to beat. When the DB9 came out at the beginning of the 2000s, it marked the beginning of a new time for Aston Martin. Compared to the DB7 it was replacing, it had a better look, a better platform, and a better engine. The 5.9-liter V12 engine under the hood used to make 450 horsepower, but by the end of the production run, it was making 510 horsepower. This means that the car could go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 4 seconds, and it could go as fast as 183 miles per hour. It also had 4 seats, and if you could find one, you could get one with a manual gearbox. Number 8. Aston Martin V12 Vantage S. As their entry-level model, Aston Martin's new V8 Vantage came out in 2005. Instead of a big V12 engine, the Vantage had a more subdued 4.3-liter V8, which you could get with either an automatic or a manual gearbox. A few years later, the V12 Vantage came out. It replaced the V8 with the well-known 5.9-liter V12. The V12 Vantage S, with a top speed of 205 miles per hour, was one of the best examples of the V12 Vantage formula. For a short time, it was the fastest Aston Martin that could be bought. The V12 had 565 horsepower and 473 torque, and you could get it with a dog-leg-shaped 7-speed manual gearbox. The V12 Vantage came back recently, but only a small number of cars were made. Number 7. Aston Martin DBX 707. It's one of the best supercars on the market right now, and it still has the most powerful internal combustion engine. The 707 has the same 4.0-liter AMG twin-turbo V8 engine as the standard DBX, but it has 707 metric horsepower, which is how it got its name. The time to go from 0 to 60 miles per hour is around 3 seconds, and the top speed is an amazing 193 miles per hour. Supercar styling doesn't usually work well on SUVs, but the DBX does it pretty well, even with all the extras that are only on the DBX 707. Number 6. Aston Martin Vanquish Zagato Shooting Brake. Aston Martin and Zagato have been best friends for a very long time. They work together a lot, and most of the time, the results are amazing. One of the best parts of Aston Martin and Zagato working together was when Aston gave Zagato the last Vanquish, which they turned into 3 amazing designs. The Vanquish Zagato Shooting Brake, which is an ode to a type of car that we probably won't see again, might be the best one. It had the same engine as the Vanquish S, which was a 5.9-liter V12 with 595 horsepower and 465 torque. This gave it a top speed of 201 miles per hour and a time to go from 0 to 62 miles per hour of 3.5 seconds. Number 5. Aston Martin Vulcan. The Vulcan is an awesome race car that was made for the track and gives off an air of fear and passion. Even though it doesn't have brakes, It makes up for it with air conditioning and a powerful 7.0-liter V12 engine. This car stays true to its roots and is a great example of a classic car. It has an incredible 820 horsepower and a fancy carbon fiber bumper. Every part of the Vulcan is made of carbon fiber, which gives it an even more powerful look. The downforce that this amazing machine makes is just as good as that of GT3 race cars, which is saying a lot. When the Vulcan is pushed to its maximum, it puts out more than 1,300 kilograms of downforce, which is an amazing number. Number 4. Aston Martin Valkyrie Coupe. The 2022 Valkyrie Coupe model is a one-of-a-kind masterpiece that will be a rare gem in the world of cars because only 150 will ever be made. The Valkyrie Coupe stands out because its body and frame are not made of a single inch of steel. Instead, the whole thing is made out of lightweight carbon fiber skin, which not only adds to its beautiful looks, but also helps it move faster. Under the hood of this amazing car is a strong 6.5 liters V12 hybrid Cosworth engine that can make an impressive 1124 horsepower. At 6,000 RPM, the huge torque of 663 torque makes for a thrilling driving experience that will leave a lasting effect on anyone who has the chance to try it. Number 3. Aston Martin Valkyrie A&R Pro. The engineers at Aston Martin set out on a big project. They wanted to make an amazing car that would break free from the rules of the Le Mans race and even the rules of the road. The highly praised Valkyrie A&R Pro is the result of their groundbreaking work. This special track-only car pushes the limits of what a car can do, even more than its Le Mans winning predecessor could do. This amazing machine is powered by a 6.5-liter V12 hybrid Cosworth engine that makes an awe-inspiring 1,000 horsepower. The Valkyrie A&R Pro has a lot of power under the hood. At 6,000 RPM, it releases an incredible 663 torque, which helps it reach incredible speeds on the track. Number 2. Aston Martin Valkyrie Spider. Because the normal Valkyrie doesn't have gullwing doors, the Spider model has some noticeable design changes that aren't in the standard model. Traditional doors wouldn't fit with the new removable carbon fiber panel, so the Spider has butterfly doors with narrow letterbox windows that open in front. Also, Spider's roof has parts made of glass that let light into the cabin. Even though you can't change your haircut in this car, the Valkyrie Spider makes up for it by being a thrilling car to drive. It has a 6.5-liter Cosworth V12 engine that can make a hopping 1,000 horsepower on its own. An electric motor adds another 160 horsepower, giving it a total output of 1,360 horsepower that ensures maximum performance. Number 1. Aston Martin DB12. Aston Martin just stated that the DB12 will be the replacement for the DB11. They don't call it a GT car. Instead, they call it the first super tourer in the world. The V12 is gone, and the only engine option for the DB12 is the twin-turbo V8. It's still built on the DB11, but the design and quality of the interior have been improved in a big way. Even though it only comes with a V8 engine now, it has more power than both the V8 and V12 engines in the DB11. The V8 now has 670 horsepower, which is close to the 715 horsepower of the DBS Superalgebra. This gives it a time of 3.5 seconds to go from 0 to 60 miles per hour and a top speed of 202 miles per hour. It is still R2D and looks beautiful. I guess that was all for today's video. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and share the video and follow us for more such videos. Thank you.